Remove the background. Getting my outfit. I already did a tutorial on how I make custom outfits, so I'm not gonna explain this part. I'm doing another tutorial because my 1000 special tutorial kinda sucked, and I basically already did a tutorial on those things. Here I'm just adjusting the body and eyes. So yeah, I hope you like this tutorial better, cause I know my 1K tutorial was disappointing. Well, it at least disappointed me, and I was the one who made the whole thing. I hope at least some of you liked my 1K special tutorial. The only thing that was really new in my 1000 special, I felt like, was the eyes. So yeah, it's okay if you're disappointed in me for that horrible 1K special. Or maybe I'm the only one who's disappointed about it. If you did like my 1K tutorial, thanks. I spent so long on making the outfit and the body. Loki struggled with this part. Her shirt was so hard to do. I couldn't seem to get it to look right or the way I wanted it to look. Here I'm just drawing body details. I trace the bangs because I don't know how to draw bangs, but I do draw the back hair myself. I kinda struggled on the back hair. Also, I used a pen hard for drawing my back hair, just in case you're drawing yours, but you can use any brush you want. It took me a while to color it in too. I usually make a separate layer underneath my drawing to color it in. I also do that with clothes. Also, I don't merge layers, but you can if you want to. I already taught you how to do these hair strands, so if you don't know how, I encourage you to check out my other tutorials where I explain how. Just like how I use a reference to draw custom clothes, that's also how I draw my back hair, but most of the time I'm too lazy to adjust. Use GACHA Life Hair or any GACHA app hair. Now we're gonna do the eyes. So make a new layer. Use felt tip pen, hard select your skin color and do what I do. Erase extra parts that aren't needed. Make a new layer. Use the brush I used and make eye bags like me. And if someone complains about her showing too much skin act, I will delete your comment because it isn't your OC, it's mine, and I will dress her however I please to. Cause I can already smell the comments. That was such a non-issue. It's been an issue for a long time, to where people are complaining to others about their own OC or drawing, showing too much skin, and complain about it. Lower opacity, select your skin color and do what I do. I literally saw an artist get canceled for showing just a bit of their own skin. She wasn't really cancelled, she just got a bunch of hate. And her OC was showing like 1 inch of her skin. I'm not even joking, not trying to have that happen to me. YK. Make a new layer and use dip pen, hard to make eyelashes. Just do what I do here, 'cause I don't know how to explain this. I think there I'm just making an outline for my eye bags. Make a new layer and do whatever this is. I didn't like the pink, so I just did black instead, and I used brush dip pen soft. Make a new layer and use stylish pen and follow what I do. Here's me trying to draw bottom eyelashes. BW make a new layer for the bottom eyelashes. I need to make a new animation for my tutorials, 'cause, I changed my OC recently. Make a new layer and set it to multiply and select a darker color of your eye. Use fave brush again and copy what I do. Use the outline of your eye to do this part as well with a new layer OFC and set it to multiply. Then erase parts like me. Make your brush smaller and do these half rings. Make a new layer and set it to multiply. Use pen fade and make an eyeshadow over the entire eye. Make a new layer, set it to multiply and use brush pen fade. Then, do this. Make a new layer, set it to add, then use brush in. Use a bright color of your eye and make eyelash highlights. Lower opacity. Sorry, in this tutorial, I jump around a lot doing different things. Make a new layer and use brush called fave brush. And do what I do over the smaller eyeshadow. I think I'm more happy and proud of this tutorial more than the 1000 special tutorial. The only reason I'm not deleting that tutorial is BC of the bonus tutorial at the NTBH and for the people that did genuinely like my tutorial. Lower the opacity. Make a new layer and set it to add. Then do whatever this is. By the way, I kinda base this OC off a song. Can you guess which one it is? Make a new layer and use brush called fave brush. I don't know how to explain this part, so do your best to do what I do. You can slow this part down to follow it better if that helps. Use brush UN and make a new layer. Draw some more eye highlights, C's. We just love them. I lowered opacity, but you don't have to. Make a new layer and use stylish pen to make any mouth you want on your OC. I low-key also really struggled making a mouth I liked on her. I'm just making earrings for my OC, but you don't have to. Gotta make her extra fancy just like her outfit. 'Cause she's supposed to be like a rich girl, yk? Make a new layer, do my settings, and use dip pen hard to make eyebrows for your OC, or don't and be eyebrowless. Do you guys think I speed too many things up? LMK. Doing hair strands again, like I said before, check out my other tutorials where I explain how to do the hair strands, or just follow what I do here the best you can. Massive speed up. I know if you're trying to follow along, you're gonna have to massively slow this part down. Make a new layer. Set the layer to multiply and use airbrush normal and make blush for your OC. Erase parts of the blush you don't need. Make a new layer, set it to multiply and use brush crosshatch. It's a default brush. I struggled to find the brush here, so yeah. Follow what I do. By the way, this recording was originally like 1 hour something, without any editing. I know that was unnecessary to say, but yeah, just thought you should know. Lower opacity, erase parts you don't need or want. BW, this tutorial contains a custom pose obviously by the thumbnail, but it's not required for your edits. Make a new layer and set it to multiply. Select your hair, outline and shade, like I do for the rest of the hair. Use brush called sketch and rendering. You can add more detail to your hair, but I just went with basic shading. Here's some advice or tips I use when searching for different editing styles. I search on different platforms. For shading, I search how to shade blank space artist, something like that, because I feel like people don't really make any tutorials for gacha anymore, but that's okay. No hate towards anyone. I'm just saying what I notice. Lower opacity of your hair shading if you want. Make a new layer, set it to multiply, use pen fade, and use darker color of your skin tone and shade your skin like me. Just adding extra details to mine. This is where I attempted to draw a bow for her ponytail, but couldn't and gave up, so this part isn't important, don't worry. Here is where I do a custom pose. I forgot to record some parts of me doing the custom pose. But like I said before, it's not required. Here's the hands. I traced if you want them. The brush I'm using for the top part of her gloves is called lace and is a default brush. I don't know how to draw hands, so I traced hands off Pinterest, so credit to them. I low-key struggled on the hands part. I was trying to make them look as good as possible, but it was so hard. Here is me tracing the second hand. You shouldn't trace. Well, it's the only way. I know how to become better at something, and at least I said what I traced, and like some other creators, no, this isn't targeted to a specific creator. I also don't know how to draw drinks, so I stole one off of Pinterest. Credit to the OG artist. I added more detail to the eye, but I don't know how to explain. So, just follow what I do the best you can. I also did some body adjustments I forgot to record. So, just use the liquify pen if you want to adjust your body.